is good morning, Another Choice Virtual Charter School. This is Miss Christensen, and we have Natasha, Josiah, Caden, Freddie. Let's see who else. Wait a minute. Catherine and Savannah are all here today. Awesome. Glad to have everybody here. Hopefully even more people will join us as we go on. And it is week 14 of our semester. Whew, getting close to the end. There's only 18 weeks in every semester, so 14, we only have 4 weeks left. It's really coming up soon. And it's Thursday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day. We're going to talk about Pearl Harbor here in a minute. And it's 2017. Let's go ahead and pledge allegiance to the flag. If you would like to join us, please stand. Face the flag either in your room or on the computer. Put your right hand over your heart and ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I want you to think about how we have liberty and justice for all today. That's an important thing on today because it's the anniversary of a very important event. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, Warm Coat Drive is coming to an end today. We need to have more coats, more gloves and hats and scarves in those baskets today. So if you go through your coat closet, go through your closets and your storerooms and everything today, get out those coats that you can't wear anymore, and you can bring them still in tomorrow. But I know Mrs. Grover is going to be collecting them to take to I'm not sure where she's taking them, to donate them tomorrow. So make sure you get them all in at least by tomorrow morning. And on Monday, Student Council will be meeting at 10:30. That's one meeting a month that they have. So be sure to make that if you're in Student Council. And on the 20th, we have the kindergarten through 12th grade Christmas party, 1:30 to 2:30 in Nampa. Santa has agreed to be there. So plan on coming to that. He'll be giving out gifts, I understand. So you'll get
I'll get a birthday present, huh?
Yeah, you'll get lots of treats. Plus,
because my birthday's on Christmas.
Your birthday's on Christmas, Caden?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. That's very cool.
Thanks.
All right, yeah, and then our winter break starts, so you always get your birthday off from school. That is not bad. And our winter break starts on the 22nd. That's Friday. And then it goes until, let's see, we have the 6th down. 7th is Sunday, so we'll be coming back on the 8th. And of course, if you have all your work done for the week, that would be week 16, you can take the break early if you want. You can get off on the 18th if you have your work done. So it's all up to you.
Okay.
Going on, today's clubs. 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is grades 3 to 4 Forensics Mystery Club with Mrs. Grauberger in Nampa. 10 o'clock to 11 it also is a Storytime and Booking Club with Mrs. Popescu. From 1 to 2 today is the Art Club with Mrs. Linker. 2 to 3 is the Future Hispanics Club with Mrs. Rojas. And 3 to 4:30 is the Chess and Video Game Club with Mr. Brown. In Caldwell, we have the Game Board Design Club with Mr. Hunter in just a few minutes. I know some of you are members of that club. And in Boise will be the Board Games Club at 10 o'clock with Mrs. Haas. And on Monday, we have the 10 o'clock fun problem-solving class with Mr. Lenz. 10:30 to 12:30 is the student council with Mrs. Grover. 12:30 to 1:30 is the grade 7 through 12 friendship club with Mrs. Tirado. And 12:30 to 1:30 is also the grades 5 through 12 forensic club with Mr. Warren. And 1:30 to 2:30 is the Zumba club with Mrs. Gaona. 2:30 to 3:30 is the tabletop sports club with Mrs. Friend. And in Caldwell on Monday is the game club at 10 o'clock. And in Boise we have the craft and chat club at 11 o'clock. And that is streaming, so it's not just in Boise, it's also in Caldwell or your home or Nampa or wherever you would like it to be. So you can come from Boise Lab to the Boise Lab or your own kitchen or your lab desk in Nampa or Caldwell. Make a fun craft with us. That's Mondays with Mrs. Dunn at 11. Now, this is what we're making this Monday. See these cute little ornaments? Aren't they so cute? Those are out of using 7 popsicle sticks and wood glue. So here's the deal. If you are in the Caldwell lab or the Nampa lab, I'm bringing those supplies to your lab tomorrow. So, and I'll tell the teachers who are in charge those days. So I think Mrs. Dilbeck is there on Mondays in Caldwell. Is that right, you guys? Yeah, what happened to Freddie? Josiah went away too. Freddie, is Mrs. Dilbeck there on Mondays? Yep. Okay. So I'll make sure Mrs. Dilbeck has these supplies and understands it's for anybody who would like to make them for the craft club. Okay? And so you're going to have 7 popsicle sticks and wood glue. And, you know, if you want to, when you get home, you can stain them or paint them or add twine or glue dots to stick on these kind of things. But you don't have to. What we'll be doing is just making the basic sled, which you could probably put a gerbil on to ride down a hill.
I don't have one, though.
Okay. Well, gecko would probably work, except I think the snow is pretty cold for them. As a matter of fact, we don't have snow. We won't be getting snow for a while. So you can maybe put a Lego guy on it. That would be a good thing to do too. Legos
Yeah, my cat
fun.
wouldn't fit on there.
Your cat, yeah.
He weighs 21 pounds, so he wouldn't fit.
I would think he would not only smash. Oh boy, is my phone loud? Let me see if I can turn it off. Just a second.
My smallest dog might be able to fit on it.
What's that?
Maybe.
What did you say?
Stays very, very still.
Yeah.
Everybody just.
I'm thinking a cat would more likely to be chewing it up and destroying it. And my parrot definitely. That he would think, oh, a chew toy, and he'd eat it up.
What if
Yeah.
cats with anxiety, would they chew it up?
Would what?
Oh yeah.
Cats with anxiety, they would chew
Yes,
it up?
they would.
They would. Yeah, so you might want to take, I'm not sure if giving it to your pets would be a good idea. But it's a fun thing to hang on your Christmas tree if you'd like, or maybe give to a friend or a family member as a gift. That'd be fun too. All right, headphones are available at the office, any office. Go and say, I need a headphone, and they'll put you in touch with one. The state of Idaho requires 4 to 6 hours of schoolwork a day. 4 to 6 hours a day. That's all we ask. The rest of 18 to 20 hours is all yours. And read aloud with family or 2 pets for 20 minutes every day. It's the most important and fun 20 minutes of your day. Does walking make you smarter? Yep. Here's your brain after sitting quietly for 20 minutes. Here's your brain after a 20-minute walk. Makes you finish tests better too. Josiah, are you raising your... It's the last day. Look at these. These are real pictures of kids who got new coats from donated coats. Look how happy they are. Yeah, and it would make you, I'm almost as happy as these kids. You would feel that good to donate your coat to somebody who doesn't have one. They would just love to have your old coat.
What's up, everyone? I'm Asia Celestino, and it's Wednesday, December 7th. Today, we remember this day in history and what happened 75 years ago in 1941 when the Japanese attacked the United States at Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. Ariel Hickson is in Honolulu, Hawaii, speaking with those who survived the attack and with students who live in the community surrounded by reminders of that day. And they're getting us started with a pop quiz.
Hey guys, I'm here with students from La Pietra Hawaii School for Girls, and they're going to put you to the test. Today marks the 75th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, the second largest attack in American history that became a turning point for the United States, urging Americans to enter a major war. So why did this attack become a defining moment in American history? Well, these students have your question.
The attack on Pearl Harbor caused the United States to enter which war? A. World War I. B. World War II. C. The Korean War. Or D. The Vietnam War. You have 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time's up. The answer is
B. World War II.
World War II, which started in 1939, divided much of the world's power into two groups, known as the Allies, led by France, Britain, and the Soviet Union, versus the Axis, led by Germany, Italy, and Japan. And for 2 years, the U.S. had stayed out of it. But that all ended on December 7, 1941. Just before 8 a.m., the Japanese surprised the United States and attacked Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is an American naval base located on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Dorinda Nicholson, who was only 6 years old at the time, remembers it well.
The noise is deafening. And then our house started to shake, and we looked up and we saw airplanes just barely above the trees and barely above our house. And you could see the pilots. I mean, they were that close. And this is what I have left. Just pieces of shrapnel.
Dorinda found these pieces of metal and leftover bullets on her front lawn. In less than 2 hours, nearly 200 American planes were destroyed. 21 ships, including 8 battleships, were damaged or destroyed, and more than 2,300 Americans died that day.
Here is the actual bombing of the mighty USS Arizona.
One of the ships that sunk was the USS Arizona. During the attacks, it completely submerged underwater behind me, and now there's a memorial above it honoring the lives that were lost that day. Seaman First Class Ray Chavez had just finished a shift, and he rushed over to help.
All the harbor was on fire, and all ships were smoking black smoke because the Japanese had torpedoed and bombed.
At 104 years old, Chavez is known as the oldest living survivor of the attack.
I saw what all the men that were lost and all the ships that were sunk.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
Following Pearl Harbor, President Franklin D. Roosevelt asked Congress to declare war on Japan, and on December 8th, Congress agreed. 3 days later, the U.S. also declared war on Germany and Italy, joining the Allies. After the attack, Dorinda had to carry around this gas mask as a child. It was part of the drills they had to do just in case another attack happened.
The story of war affects everyone, and especially those who were civilians and kids.
Today, most people here in Hawaii are reflecting on honoring the past and finding ways to feel inspired about the future.
It's still something that we do talk about, and we have a unique opinion on it here because this is where it happened. It's not just like learning about wars being fought thousands of miles away.
we should kind of like put down our phones a little bit and kind of like sit back and reflect on why it was important.
Chavez, along with dozens of other World War II veterans, have traveled to Hawaii to be honored at a memorial today.
I'm very proud to serve and help, and quite a few people have told me that I inspired them.
As the country remembers a day that changed the world. Ariel Hickson, Channel 1 News.
You have an assignment. If you know anyone who was born in 1940, probably 1940 or 35, 36, 37, 38. If they were born in 1941, they'd be too young to remember it. But
my mom was born about that same time.
Yeah?
I think.
Well, ask her if she remembers Pearl Harbor. If she remembers what happened. No, don't ask her what happened at Pearl Harbor. Ask her what happened 76 years ago today. All right?
Okay, I will.
And if they were alive and remembering at that time, they will remember exactly what they were wearing, exactly what they were doing, exactly what their mom said, exactly what they did that day. That was a Sunday, so they might have been going to church, or they might have been going to the movies or whatever. Probably not going to school, but ask them what they did, and they will be so excited to tell you. This would be a good day if you ever go to visit nursing homes or old folks' homes. This would be
I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah? So have you been to the USS Arizona and seen that
No, not really, no.
Okay.
But my brother had a ceremony over there, and it's called Chief or Sailor of the Year, and we went over there, and he got to go see the USS Arizona.
Awesome. It is someplace if you get to go to Arizona, Hawaii, the USS Arizona is something you'd want to see. Okay.
We were on Oahu, so.
That's all for today, you guys. We'll see you again tomorrow for Good Morning Another Choice Virtual Charter. Not tomorrow. It will be Tuesday.
Yep.
Good Morning Another Choice Virtual Charter School live at 9. Bye, everyone. See you on Tuesday. Have a nice weekend. Make it a great weekend or not. The choice is yours.